Freedom Fighters' third Northwest Provincial Elective Conference is currently underway. Let's go there live then. A very good afternoon to you. I believe that Tebogo is there for us then this afternoon. Tebogo, the National Chairperson gave the keynote address today. Take us through some of the highlights of what was being said there by the National Chairperson at the conference today.
Good afternoon, Flo, and of course, good afternoon to your viewers. As you have stated there, that the chairperson of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Veronica Mente, has given the keynote address as she was opening the third Provincial People's Assembly of the EFF here in the Northwest Province. And of course, unity, hard work being one of the key issues she was touching on. She did mention that for the EFF, which is currently the official opposition here in the Northwest, to win the 2024 elections, the branches must work hard. The branches must ensure that their 1 million membership campaign succeeds. And she was emphasizing there that the target is the youth, as she alludes that that is where the EFF votes will come from. But most importantly, Flo, one of the issues really that many are talking about, the issue of female leaders in the party. She was saying there that she is the female chairperson. Of course, we see the other in Free State, but here in the Northwest Province, the delegates here, about 750 delegates inside the City Hall behind me. Majority of them are females, yet those that are contesting for leadership that are expected to stand for nominations, many of them perhaps be males. And of course, she is referring to the previous two assemblies where we saw a majority of the top five really there being males. You would know that Klerksdorp is now the outgoing chairperson, with Papiki Babuile being the outgoing secretary. But of course, what she touched on was for the foundation of the EFF in the province, just to say, after this, we go to the branches and work hard and ensure that the EFF wins come 2024 flow.
Yeah. Let's talk about the proceedings that will lead up to tomorrow. And I do understand that tomorrow the CIC is expected, well, the leader of the party, is expected to address delegates tomorrow. Can you talk to us about that?
Yes, we were made aware that the EFF plans to conclude their program today as far as the nominations and voting and discussion of reports and commissions are concerned. And we were told that the only item that will be reserved for tomorrow will be the closing address by CIC Julius Malema. And of course, I can tell you behind me now, it's a closed session where they are currently discussing financial reports of the party in the province. And after this, they will go for a break. Thereafter, look at nominations, which will be followed by voting, then commissions, and after commissions will be the announcement of the results of the top five. That will then be followed by the nominations of 20 additional members. This will be done from the floor. As we have stated there, that tomorrow Julius Malema will be expected to close this People's Assembly. But I can tell you that the program currently is still discussing the party's provincial reports, which of course is a closed session. Just after lunch, we will then see the nominations, which will be quite interesting, Flo, particularly when you look at the likes of Papiki Babuile, who ran as the provincial secretary 2 times. You would know that the first People's Assembly, the second People's Assembly. So Papiki Babuile still being elected as the provincial chairperson, of course, the outgoing chairperson being Klerksdorp, where we understand that he might also again run for the chairperson, as well as the now outgoing deputy chairperson, that is Muntwedi Mutusi, might also be running for chairperson. It will be interesting. We understand that really they are quite mum about the slates, quite not We know some of the guidelines the EFF there was saying, even your songs must not tell as to who you want to see as the top 5. So it will be quite interesting to see the faces that will be standing as nominees.
All right, Debukho, let's leave it there for now. Thanks very much to you, Debukho Pagidi, for us there in the Northwest, where the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters, are holding their third provincial elective conference, which is currently underway there in the Northwest.